it's Mythic Week. For your poor pal Day 9 that's Platinum Tier 2, oh! We're going to spend the rest of the week, i.e. next 6 days, in theory the next 4 days, because I don't stream on Saturdays and Sundays, we're spending those next periods of time doing some draft and try to hit Mythic. I've never spent time trying to hit Mythic in Limited, and I felt like it. I just felt like it. So we're going to go ahead and do it today, or I should say begin the climb today. And one thing that I feel like has gone wrong in some of my drafts is that I truly feel like this format demands that you do some good clogging on the board on turns 2, 3, 4. And then you have a little bit more wiggle room on turn 5, 6, and then you can actually get your value payoffs on 7, 8, 9. But for instance, I was trying to do some green ramp stuff. I tried out Find the Path for the first time, and I mean, every single draft, it just felt terrible. Terrible. So I didn't like that at all. Let's take a peek at what we have going. So we have Zorn. Zorn, again, is a great example of, like, a clogger. The way I feel like this format functions, and I'm sort of repeating this, you'll hear slight changes over time. I feel quite a bit like you need to have good cloggery boys early on. Good 2 and 3 and 4 drop type creatures. And then your payoffs are way later, like turn 6 and 7 and 8. Things like Warlock class or things like Arcane Investigator. Paying 6 to draw a card is kind of a lot. In this pack, what do we see that's reasonable? All the green cards are terrible. Warlock class is pretty good. Blue Dragon is actually pretty good. A 5/5 flyer is really significant. Steadfast Paladin is excellent as well. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Zorn. Red is probably the strongest color in this format. And we're not going to force Rakdos or any such nonsense. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But yeah. I think red's probably the best color. We don't see any good red here. There's a ton of blue, which tends to be quite bad. This card is okay, but blue is really weak. It's really down to Ray of Enfeeblement or Reaper's Talisman. Reaper's Talisman is the actual kind of card that can just help you end the whole game. I do like my removal, though. Varun says, so we can note that the player to our left might be blue or black now. I actually think the idea of reading into what you're passing is highly overrated, and I think is an extremely common way to shoot yourself in the foot. I really like Reaper's Talisman. I'm going to pick it over Ray of Enfeeblement, which I also really like. Yeah, I think that's overstated, because really, early on, you just want to be picking good cards. And what matters more is what's coming to you on the right. Far less so what you're passing to the left, because what you're passing to the left only really matters for Pack 2, because then the people from your left are passing to the right. So really, it's all about reading what's coming in and picking good cards, and that's about it. Because also, keep in mind, if I am picking red cards, I am not passing red to the left. And if I'm doing that, and then, excuse me, if I'm doing that, if I'm picking red and I'm not passing red to the left, we'll probably be getting red from our left in Pack 2. So, again, I think that maybe that's, I used to be like, oh, I'm passing tons of blue, my opponent to the left is blue. I mean, I just think it's way overrated, and I used to just screw myself over because I was attributing a future behavior to someone that may or may not do that. Anyways, I think Plundering Barbarian is the best common in the set. I don't see anything. Wish really sucks. Check for traps. Goblin Javelineer, Baleful Beholder. What do I actually think the best card is in this? I mean, Goblin Javelineer and Reaper's Talisman is the combination that always makes people lose their damn minds. But I just don't think it's as good as just having Reaper's Talisman. Dungeon Descent is tap a legendary adventure. I mean, it's just so bad. Vaughn says, I'm sorry, I did not mean to say it was the most important thing ever. No, you just stated it as a comment. I'm more stating how I was. I used to be like, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. I should really pick a card. I'm just kind of buying time. I think Manticore is okay. I Kind of stinks, but I do value removal a good bit. Love me this Horde Ogre. Wow, there's some incredible blue cards. Another Aberrant Sorcerer. Wow, I think Hoarding Ogre is sufficiently good that I'll take it. But yeah, Velrun, I used to just be like a way over-attributive to reading things. And the thing that, look at how many packs I have. Sorry, everyone, I'll start picking. People don't like blue, huh? Don't like this card that much. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Arborea Pegasus. I just think it's very, very strong. In case we want to go into white. Okay, wow. You meet in a tavern. That's a great green card. I think it's pretty clear that I just take the Earth Cult Elemental. I think this one is quite good, actually. This one is quite good. Spike Pit Trap is also alright. But yeah, the phrase that I just constantly heard again and again and again when I was really trying to get good and stuff is, let's just wait and see what he does. Let's just wait and see what he does, you know? We're actually probably not, yeah. We're probably not black at all. Reaper's Talisman. We can still run the Reaper's Talisman. I mean, we're making treasure. Making treasure. I'll just take the red one, because why not, huh? So some kind of Boros equipment might actually be reasonable. We played this slow enough, and we're looking enough that we're actually able to track what was going on. The two Arborea Pegasuses are really great. Very easy pick. It's the only red card in the pack. Huh. This is probably going to wheel. Yeah, I think that we're going to be some kind of low-to-the-ground list that just flies some dudes in. Makes some treasure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. We want to be very thoughtful about not putting in too much equipment. I'm just taking a moment to look and absorb what's happening here. Okay, I'm a good gamer. Goblin Morningstar is excellent, but I think Delina is just the hot plasma. I really want to get one of these. Delina, I think, is just perfectly reasonable. So if we are sort of analyzing what's going on, we currently just have not a lot of 2-drop things, not a lot of 3-drop things. We're starting to get a little thick in the late game, so I would quite like some cheaper things. Price of Loyalty does not work well for us because we don't have black. I might actually just pick up the Keen-Eyed Sentry. Deals more damage. I mean, it's the difference between a 2-1 and a 1-3. Another Reaper's Talisman, huh? Another Hoarding Ogre, huh? Pretty sure it's just the Hoarding Ogre, just straight up. Arborea Pegasuses, I like a lot, but a little concerned about how many in the 4-drop slot we're actually going to have. We also just might not be We could be like mono red with a pair of Reaper's Talismans, and that might actually be reasonable, huh? I don't know what we are. A rally maneuver. A lot of cheap things, huh? I feel like this is the one to pick, but I mean, dude, I just need 2-drops, man. Give me the 2-drops. Give me the 2-drops. Scribble says, I don't know what we are. Now that's a mood. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Something I've said many times in my life. I mean, I'm going to run as many of these as I get. I actually think that we might, like, Steadfast Paladin is very, very good. I'm not going to run this red card. Do I want to make sure that I have another, like, a Dragon's Disciple? It's a 1/3. Eh. I think I'm actually going to get the Vampire Spawn. And perhaps consider a return to... I don't know, man. This is, I mean, I like Arboreal Pegasuses, but I don't have any cheap dudes. I think this is the right pick purely for curve reasons. Probably the most likely one to grab. We have a lot of good red stuff. We genuinely just might be red, and then we'll figure out what we do next. Yeah. I mean, let's see here. There's also a... Here's something on watch. Yeah, I think we do run the Mordekainen. I think we do cut the Arborea Pegasus. What does Shesra even do? The other alternative is just to pick up You Hear Something on Watch, which I think is fine. How does our deck work, huh? What is this stupid thing? I think this, actually, and not the Barbarian class. I mean, this is going to wheel like 100%. I don't really like this. I don't really like this. Minimus Containment is excellent because it fits right in the curve spot that we want. Fighter class, huh? Is this actually right for us? Comes out on turn 2. Slow as hell, though. The alternative is this or a Dawnbringer Cleric, and I think it's the Dawnbringer Cleric. Another Reaper's Talisman. Yeah, I like that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, alright. Yeah. This is... We're doing this. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, get off. Hey, shit. Get off my keyboard. Alright. Sorry, everyone. She was a bad kitty. Meow. Do we have anything that's good here? I mean... No, huh? Should get this curve. Horde Robber's kind of... Should probably Brazen Dwarf. We want to be a little slower. Yeah, maybe the Armory Veteran if we are running 2 of these. There's the Sellsword. Guess so. Need baby creatures, huh? Another rally maneuver, but I don't even think I'm going to run either of them. Certainly not going to run the Devoted. I'm actually real happy to see the Keen-Eyed Sentry, man. Alright, we have some cuts that we're going to be doing. Brazen Dwarf, maybe, actually. Oh, yeah. I just really don't think Barbarian class is very good, is the thing. So let's see here. Let me start by just cutting a bunch of stuff. Just bunches and bunches and bunches of stuff. Okay. We have a lot of dice rolls. I mean, we have... It's really just these 5, right? Isn't it just those 5? It's okay. It's an okay amount of dice rolls. I prefer the Pixie Guide. I prefer the Pixie Guide where it's like a creature. I really value the creatures. So, I think pretty clearly, a 3-drop is good. I think Moon-Blessed Cleric is going to be nice because we can always get the Minimus Containment. So what do we think here? Now this I'm going to go ahead and put this here because it's actually very good to play on turn 3. It's a really good turn 3 play. 1, 2, 5, 6 treasure makers. Oh, whoops. So this is my land. Okay. Hey, Damon, happy 124 months in a row. 124 months is 10 years and 4 months. Hell yeah, Damon, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, this is, like, our curve is actually pretty reasonable. I mean, these are going to be much later. I think I will run 1 Swampy Boy. I feel like I should run a swamp or a island. I like an Arborea Pegasus. Yeah, I think I'll actually add 2 Arborea Pegasuses. I feel a little... Proxy Javelineer seems worthwhile just for the 2 Reapers over the Keen-Eyed Sentry. I think that's a great argument. They both don't block very well. How does he pay for the blue? We have a bunch of treasures. I think maybe, yeah, we should run the 1 island. Let's run my favorite island, huh? I don't remember what set these are from, but I really like these full art lands. This one's awesome, but I think I like this one just a pinch more. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's get rid of these. This is the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about. I think the fact that we have a lot of stuff in the 3-drop makes me feel really good. Alright, so this is it. All right. Get your predictions in, believers and haters. You have 2 minutes to make thine mark, and let's hop into it. This is part of the reason why I think red is just so strong. You don't even really need amazing red commons, but I mean, the fact that we have like 3 Hoarding Ogres, the fact that we have a Plundering Barbarian, which I think is just exceptional. I think it's just amazing. Hey, it's just me. It's just me. It's just me. Just petting you. It's just Dad. Oh my god, these cats are just perfect. I love my cats so much. They're the best cats in the world. I think this is okay. Haters generally don't lose here. It's a file. You know, we love haters here. They're our favorites. Can I just say I slept last night, so I feel great. All right, punished. Absolutely punished. I was very close to mulliganing. Now, one thing that I do want to note, for as much as I hate not drawing mana or overdrawing mana as much as the next person, this is part of the reason why having a ton of 2-mana creatures is so important. In fact, I actually think I'm going to cut a 2-mana creature. I need to be exchanging this. Why I think having a ton of 2-mana creatures is actually quite good. Because then it suddenly just feels like you're not getting mana screwed, because you're playing stuff every turn. Albatross Time says, it's why Strixhaven felt good. Yeah, I think there's a real pattern you'll see in games that have resource growth to them, which is like the idea that, God, how do I describe it? Instead of going from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 in your resource count, Everyone starting at 4 and then going to 5 to 6 to 7 makes things feel a little bit more smooth. In other words, if you get stuck at like 4 or 5 mana, it feels like you have wiggle room to do things. If you get stuck at 2 mana, unless you are binking 2 drops off the top like your Pelt Day 9 is, it can start to feel really, really terrible. And I think it's interesting the way in which, like, Strixhaven addressed a lot of these mana type issues. That, to me, seems like a terrible attack, right? Is there first strike on something that I'm missing? Right? Isn't this it? What's the 1 white? It's the... Two drops for days, baby. Got me his first strike? That's right. This is amazing. This is actually exactly what we want. Cancel attacks. Now we just want to land, and then we can shoot this. Get the treasure. Play a Hoarding Ogre. Do any interest in playing historic draft formats like the other ones? Nope. Just AFR. Just AFR. I feel like we're going to be getting asked that question a ton in the next few days. So, just send out those remindery-dindery dudes. So now these both attack, and then I don't block this one. Eat this. Ooh, you love to see it. I think I do need to play the Hoarding Ogre. Just delay the Reaper's Talisman as much as possible. What does this one do?
When demons die, they cry out mine. Fight for Avernus, you fiend.
Ah, fuck. What is happening over here? You know what's going on, Share Bear? Come on up. Having some mouse issues. I think that what it is I have my streaming PC and my real PC. Yep, I don't really know what I can do about this. I mean...
Unleash your ferocity.
You got it. I mean, if you don't draw land, you don't draw land, and that's the video game. That's all she wrote. Dude had a good draft. I think our draft was better, but I mean, just stuck on 2 for a disproportionately long amount of time. I'm gonna... Oops. I'm gonna do this, just smooth things out a little bit, add a little bit more at the low end. Arguably, the keep was questionable. Hot Pocket Guru? Hell yeah, that's a name right there. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. So not terribly much to read into that, that's fine. Yeah, I have my streaming computer and my main computer, my gaming computer, connected through a network, and there's this amazing program called Mouse Without Borders, where I have one mouse and I can bring it from this screen all the way over to the other monitor over here, and then back. So it just goes from one computer to the next computer. It's really wonderful. But I also have a mouse hooked into this computer, which I assume is... Wait, where is the keyboard for that computer? Did it fall off? Seem to have lost a keyboard. You hate to see it. It's an incredible... Yeah, Mouse Without Borders. Yeah, you like that? You like that? How's today's draft looking? This first draft I think is okay. I think it is an okay looking draft. I think what I do is I don't attack. Our opponent is blue-red. What I'd like to do is I'd like to Dragonfire the next thing that comes down. Go ahead and pick this one off, no problem. Great. That will likely be a surprising outcome to our opponent because we didn't swing with the Brazen Dwarf beforehand, and then we had the Dragonfire, so... Porting Ogre. Oh, Farida, huh? I think this is okay to do. There's basically one card that Farida could get that would let them draw a card. Totally okay with that. So I'm just going to Minimus Containment Farida next turn. Sucks a bit. But it's all good. Want to be on the block. Spartans subscribing for that Mouse Without Borders drop. Had no idea that existed. Really? Ah, come on, man. Oh, shit. Fucking hell. Well, the problem is this Arcane Investigator, actually. It's kind of funny. We gotta do this. Maybe I just should have done this sooner. There's that many enchantments that are very good. I'll just gain the life. This is already looking like an L. I just been getting either 7 wins easy or just owned beyond belief. This is maybe the hardest time I've ever had in a drafting format. Drawing 1 card a turn is bad for us. Now, I will note, we can just spend the treasure, but I'd rather not, because we have a Mordekainen. And we have 2 Reaper's Talismans. Let this Cleric fly, baby. Mr. Grayscreen says, how have you liked your Shure SM7B so far? I mean, I just think it's terrific. I feel like it's literally, indisputably, the correct microphone to get if you want to broadcast. I mean, the downside of it is that it's in the shot. It's kind of impossible to avoid having it just be in the shot. All right. Yeah, the Boom Arm is the Road PSA 1, which again is like the correct one to get. I mean, that's just the wrong creature to tap, I think. I think you have to tap the Arborea Pegasus. Mr. Graceman says it's sold out everywhere I live. I had to order it from, like, a really weird... Well... Order it from, like, a really weird, really random store. This cleric's gonna win this for us, you know? Target artifact or creature becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature. Incredible. Well, keep dealing damage one at a time. You may win this one yet. Oh, we can cast Mordekainen now. What happens if you burn the treasure? I actually don't know. I was far too scared to do anything. I mean, I think that if you sack the treasure... Oh, this is good. Triple block. So that's just, I feel like it fizzles. Well, the spell doesn't fizzle. The spell certainly doesn't fizzle because one of the targets is still legal. This is one of the reasons why Magma Opus, which targets 4 creatures, taps 2 things, you know, things like this. If you sack the creature, because it's tapping 2 land, it still resolves. Yeah, Velrun, I think Evolving Wilds is a very strong card, certainly. I think that its value is actually quite high. Great. Kill the Pixie Guide. Yeah, I think Velrun, you're right that like we should be valuing Evolving Wilds a little more highly than we are. Okay, it's totally fine. Shammed. Oh no. Alright, let's see here. Let's hope they just lose 3 life, huh? I mean, come on, that would be amazing. Draw 3 cards and gain 3 life is real rough. Ooh, that's a bad one. Oh, no! It did hit a 1, but because of the Pixie Guide... Oh, shit. I mean, come on, that's pretty funny. And we are going to bed tonight. I mean, that might be all she wrote for us, you know? Opponent sacrifices a permanent. I am going to do this. 20 would have been real nice. Pretty funny. Blue-red will have a hard time getting the Earth Cult Elemental at all. I mean... this is pretty good. Pretty good spot. It's pretty obvious we just keep swinging with this. The double block would be very nice, because we have Death Touch, so we would assign 1 damage to each target. Spartan says, are there any games exciting in early development, Day 9? Icarus. Icarus. Become huge. Icarus. I think Frostpunk 2 I'm excited about. I don't know. I tend to have a couple things like on my radar, off my radar. Yeah, I tend to be a little bit myopic as a person. I mean, like, for instance, Innistrad Midnight Hunt, does that count, huh? Does it count? Yeah, I think we have an okay little listy. I think we did a good thing, damn it. Jumpstart next week. That's right. Jumpstart Historic Horizons. Captain Victus says, what is your favorite arena sound? It is when you cast Draconic Intervention and it goes... Alright, Agakon says, are you following Reynad's game at all? Yeah, the Bazaar. I know more of it than have played it. It's still like in development, so I'm hesitant to make any claim as to what it is or isn't like. It's actually kind of funny how thin the difference between something being amazing and something being terrible. Genmanade says, love the escape noise. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is Lemnis Gate still on the schedule upcoming? It's on there, but I might be just taking that week off. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. This does not actually do particularly much. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Create the treasure calmly. And then next turn. Like, this is a good card, certainly, but it functions much better in Constructed, where you have a stronger control over how many goblins you have. Joe says, it takes courage to see what happened to Artifact and think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead with making my digital card game. Yeah. I think we actually have to kill the Wandering Troubadour. Think we do. Ah, brilliant. So we need any land, and then we can Mordekainen. He's Grant gifting us 5. Hey, thanks, He's Grant. Happy Tuesday to you, baby. Baby. Yeah, land Mordekainen is really good. Okay. He's okay. Happy Tuesday. Thanks, Snoodle One. Terrific. Seanza Collins has lost my second game. Turns out Sphere of Annihilation slaps. It's really good. Rogue Ninth gifting us 5. My God, Rogue Ninth. Merci beaucoup. Alright, we're getting there. right. I feel like we were in the middle of talking about something and I zoned out. Oh yeah, Jeff was saying you gotta be bold to make a card game after what happened to Artifact. Yeah, I mean, I think that... By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Pick off Boulette. Because if I do have mana next turn, I'll want to slam the Earth Cult Elemental. Die. Yeah, I think that there's been a lot of really successful card games. You know, they're... Well, not multiplayer. Take that. Sand. I mean, I think card games are one of those where you actually probably have the widest spread of successful to unsuccessful. I think it can't be overstated just how solid having a basic little flyer. Just having basic solid little flyer, 6/6 swinging in. It's pretty good. Very linear game. Love that linearity. Car the Magnificent says, not my best showing. Was that you? Was that you, our land-flooded friend? I just got done saying it was a very linear game. I just attacked the person. That was you, yeah. Yeah. Okay, wait, Lucario, have you had the same experience I have in this set? I feel like I've had the most, what happened? Games in AFR than I have in any draft set in, like, years. I think this is actually okay. Oh, and Slugifus gifted 5 subs. Thanks, Slugifus. You darling slug. Sweet old slug ass. Oh, now this is a run out I can get behind. Kind of weird. Dashbolt says, for me, AFR drafts have been polarizing. All bombs are just nothing. I think I'm starting to understand that you really need a, like, again, I'm going to say, you want to clog your board. You don't want to trade things away as you might in Guilds of Ravnica or some such thing. I don't think there's anything with flash with these colors. Then we have a Minimus Containment, which is amazing. We also have a Dawnbringer Cleric, which is a great defensive card. Excellent. What up, I'm Barrowin down under? Manticore can flash. Yeah, I think our opponent had 3. I think. Posit. Let's just get 2, huh? Alright. Dashbolt Trains, it's also important to remember I'm awful at draft. This one's been tough to figure out. Wandering Troubadour. Yeah, play it. Play your Trouble, pal. Good. Good. Bad. Okay. Nice. Talisman is very good. Sure. This is fine. Do you actually have any enchantments? I don't have any. Now, Wandering Troubadour is just basically gonna get smacked. You're like it. You're just chewing through stuff, man. Sure. Man. Arborea Pegasus would be good here. Would be very good. We're at 28, which is a lot. Yeah, Reaper's Talisman is a good one. Oh, that's the worst possible one. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. So this is good. Because this will kill it. Oh, thank God. Alright, so if we get a creature off the top, we're amazing. If we get Mordekainen off the top, we're devastated. This is an enchantment. Creature's gaining menace, sure, that's fine. Yeah, I think... that does it, right? Okay. Okay. Alright, winning some games. I'll be honest, I thought Delina was attack another creature. So this is a question for Sean, really anyone familiar with Twitch social dynamic than I am. I started therapy recently and it has done wonders for creative writing motivation. I've tossed around the idea of doing a casual creative writing stream, but unsure if it's maybe unengaging for a platform like Twitch. Good idea, bad idea. Let me tell you all things. This is certainly a good enough hand. Okay, let me tell you all the things, okay? First of all, when it comes to broadcasting on Twitch, one thing I want to just start off with, which is the negative, is if you start broadcasting even to 10 people and you're doing a creative writing stream, you're going to have a lot of backseaters. A lot of people go, oh, you should do this, and then this and that and that and this and this and that and that and this and this and that. And that can get very overwhelming. Like, very, very, very overwhelming. And so I strongly suggest trying out just having clarity of what you want to do and having a real strong sense of how you want to try to kind of pull things in. happily trade the Underdog Basilisk for this. So that's one thing I would just note. I'd also just note, if you're going to be streaming, try to think of a structure. Don't just be like, hey, we're live, let's do some creative brainstorming, la 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 la. It's much better to, for the sake of Twitch, again, I'm ignoring your writing process entirely when I'm saying this. It's really nice to be able to say, hey, Twitch stream, today we're going to outline chapter 1. If you want to see the whole outline of the book, you can go here, click this thing, or that sort of thing. But I think the reason why you should really consider doing it anyways, Slugifus, is there's something incredibly clarifying, something incredibly lean and clean and simple about just... I'll absolutely do this trade. Something really lean and clean and simple about just going live for 2 hours, and the whole point is to focus on your creative writing. I'm going to play the Reaper's Talisman. Maybe it's actually better to kill this. Yeah, man, I think this is probably what we need to do. I was going to do Reaper's Talisman, but I hadn't considered that, so I stopped for a moment. Like, for instance, I kind of want to hit Mythic and Limited. So what do? I create a show structure around it so I can focus on doing that thing. 2 thumbs up for your pal Sean. Now I don't want to swing with this. Yeah, so, I mean, I can think of strong reasons why you would want to do it. It's a great motivational structure. It's really clear, it's really organized, it's really fun to stream. And it's kind of like a dedicated writing time that has a small bit of pressure to make you write. I can also imagine the frustration of having a bunch of people become backseat authors. Blah. We will accept the damage. It's ogre time. Please block. Please block. Please. Oh, that was so close, man. Well, that sucks. I mean, that's okay. We do this. I'm not going to look for Minimus Containment. I think land is way better than Minimus Containment. Like, way, way, way more substantially better. Alright. Oh boy. We might still lose. Sure looks like an L. Yep. Land has been a problem for us. Land has been quite an issue for us. Mm-hmm. Land has been quite an issue for us. And, you know, again, I think that... I think maybe this should be a swamp. Maybe, just maybe, this should be a swampo. I think that's actually right. Yeah, I think... Still relieved that we've gone 3-3. Getting 3 treasures to cast Mordecai seems difficult, though. We only need 2. We to. I think the biggest thing I am thinking is that maybe I should cut one of the 5 drops and put another 2 drop. I really think that peeling down the curve feels nice. I mean, this is like a dream hand if we can get a 4th land. Nice. Probably start with the Steadfast Paladin. Oh, oh my God, we got to 4! We're gonna win! Oh my God, this is incroyable. Perfectly fine and acceptable circumstance. I did it. Get out of the way. I really don't want that pesky time. Maybe it's actually better to just play the Hoarding Gas and then do nothing. Yeah, maybe I just made a straight up mistake. I'm struggling with my Hoarding Ogre timings, huh? How was your time off? It was very tiring, Ardwag. It was hardly time off. So much traveling. Okay. This has Menace, so it can't be blocked. That's tiring, man. That's tiring as hell. How do you recover from a tiring time off? Sleep a lot. Go to bed early, baby. Nope. Death Touch Menace is a good time. Dude. Dude. Oh, yeah. Why that one? I mean, that sucks. But is okay. Sucks, but is okay. Still looking good for this game, though. Reaper's Talisman. Damn. Sure, it's fine. And Price of Loyalty as a removal is... You probably need about 6 sources of sacrifice to make this actually good. It's gonna be a double block, huh? Probably correct to do anyways. Okay. I mean, this has been AFR for me, man. It's like sort of weird, slow-ass games. If I could price loyalty again, that's gonna really, really hurt. Oof. Holy crap! Oh my god! Yeesh. Alright. Let's make treasure. Let's equip this guy. Dude, you know what? Fourth, price loyalty is the perfect way to die, huh? Villain looks like they have it, too. Or Grim Bounty. That's bad. Kind of feels like a bit of dead card. Well, I mean, when we can't cast... Any card we cannot cast will feel dead, for sure. Alright. Out of the way, kiddo. Think we're probably dead? Probably more than likely dead? Yeah. I think the... Mordekainen... No, it's terrible. The thing that went wrong with this draft was that we were getting red, and we were really not sure what other color we were. Arguably, we just cut this and put another Arborea Pegasus. I think that's what I would have done if I had the chance again. But 3 and 3 is still okay if we're climbing to Mythic.